Okay? If you disobeyed your father, if your father told you to do something, your father said because back in these days, your family set up your marriages. You didn't get to choose who you got married to. Okay? And if a young lady refuses to marry the man that her father has set up for her to marry, then she has to be disowned as his daughter.
That's going on today.
Because that was the way they did things. So if you don't want to do things the way God set us to do things, then God might as well let you go out and do whatever's out there for you. That's why that's what we call out in the world.
Right.
The people who we consider out in the world are basically the people who are outside of God's boundaries. They're living outside of God's boundaries. Right?
That's
Doing heavy drugs, clubbing, that's outside of God's boundaries. Back-to-back relationships, outside of God's boundaries. Right? Sex before marriage, multiple partners. They wonder why their kids are born with these different chronic diseases. Because you went outside God's boundaries. Right?
Yeah.
They wonder why their husbands are cheating on them or their wives are cheating on them. Because you went and got with that relationship outside of God's boundaries. So what God said earlier in the verses, if you endure the chastisement, then God will treat you just as he would treat his son. Because back in those days, your son, even the boys got the inheritance of the family. So if you endure God's chastisement, you endure all his inheritance.
That's right. That's right.
Okay? If you endure the chastisement, if you endure the correction, everything I have set for you, you will receive.
So what you're saying is a lot of people, we're talking about relationships now.
For relationships.
So what you're saying is that God had to teach us how to be women and men.
Yes.
Because we all came out of the world, right?
Yes.
So now if we do what God said and be patient, that's called godly patience. Now, and God, you said God would chastise us from looking at the world, wanting things of the world, or having lust, or having that worldly emotion.
Yes.
Because that's all out in the world. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
And a lot of people think that's a relationship when they got all that stuff.
Exactly.
They think it's a relationship, and they're trying to come together. There's something missing. Everybody want to have a companion, but it's no good.
No good.
It's no good. You're saying.
Yes.
So what you're saying is, if you be patient and wait on God to chastise us, then we inherit.
Yes. So me personally, I don't want to go through the whole thing of going through, multiple relationships and going through a girl cheating on me. I'm just gonna wait on God and do my thing.
Right.
I'm gonna wait on God. I'm gonna run the race God has set for me. And then by doing that, you attract your mate. God will put you together. Because in order to have a successful spiritual marriage in Christ, your wife has to be on a similar path that you were on. Okay? Your husband has to be on a similar path that you were on. And if you go out here and you decide to make your own relationship happen, well, he invited me out for coffee, so I decided, maybe he's a good one. Right? Men coming in church telling them